The simplest and most direct way to become a saint. Xiefeng. Can a person become a saint? Of course. How do they do that? It is really quite easy. The simplest and most direct way is to consider how to make other people's lives better than one's own. Once one thinks and acts this way, they will have become a saint. Look at how easy that was. No one had to read the Bible, the Buddhist scriptures, the Tao Te Ching, or the Quran, let alone worship masters or listen to the edifications and teachings of gods, Buddha, celestial beings, saints, great masters, or people with great virtue in the world. You only have to think of how to make other people's lives better than your own and do things consistent with that goal. Do you doubt this? Come on, fight with me and see if you can win. If you go to any prison and ask any of the officials who are there for corruption, malfeasance, or bribery, you will find that 95% of those who have fallen into such situations have done so because they all considered how they could live more comfortable lives than others, and they proceeded to transform those thoughts into actions to achieve that goal. Why do people envy the rich on the one hand, yet hate them on the other? Their envy is because they want to live like them, while their hate is because they make them uncomfortable, because they obviously do not and most likely never will. I have not done statistical analyses, but I am sure that most criminals commit crimes because they want to live more comfortably than others. It can be understood from this that all people who want to live more comfortably than others are committing crimes, even if only mentally. If you do not believe this, just look at what they say and do. All are committing crimes or are on the road to doing so. If you consider all those people who strongly slander and oppose the communist mode of production in life, they all want to live more comfortably than the rest of us. Why should we become saints? It is a matter of realm, of life direction. Saints will certainly not do evil and will certainly not degenerate into hell. Certainty is the life of heaven. Life is short. A century is a single frame in a movie. No matter how we try to grab something, it ends up being in vain. Why compete for the space of a snail's antler or contend for a flash of light? Why not become a saint instead? 让我们来玩装假成真的游戏. Let us play the game of pretending to be true. Xiefeng, September 19th, 2020. Translated by Qin Yu and edited by Care. Holographic thinking recognizes no difference between truth and falseness, just as the subconsciousness mind does not distinguish between either. The non-material world only recognizes information but does not distinguish between those two opposites. Therefore, playing the game of pretending something to be true can be very interesting. A man came to Buddha and asked, "Buddha, let 100 families provide for me." As a result, he became a beggar, and they did. A woman came to Buddha and prayed, "Buddha, let others serve me." As a result, she became ill and her relatives served her in bed all day and all night. Let us start playing now. People around a healthy man told him pitifully and seriously, "You look horrible. You must be ill." Everyone kept telling him this until he soon became ill. You can fool yourself. For example, your kidneys are both good, but you keep thinking that something is wrong with them. After a few days, both of them fail, and you will be relegated to being on dialysis treatment. You think, "It is such a pain to work every day. I wish I could lie in bed for a few days." Soon, you will be suffering, if not from a stomach pain, a headache, or nerve damage, then it will be from your having sprained or broken your leg. You will surely be lying helplessly in bed for a few days. Those three pretend games are all passive, negative, and pessimistic, and we should never play them. Let us play active, sunny, optimistic, and positive games such as these 8. If you feel ill or have a disease, then you will need to pretend to be healthy. You should believe in your heart that you are not sick, that every part of your body is well. After pretending this for a while, you will recover soon. If you hate someone, even to the point of wanting to spit in their face, then you must pretend that you like them very much and tell them things like, "Handsome, you look cool, you are the greatest." After a short while, you will no longer hate them. When you are eating but you have no appetite and the food seems bland and tasteless, you should pretend that you like the food in front of you. If you do your best to convince yourself that the food is delicious, nutritious, and perfect, that you enjoy it very much and that many people in today's world are suffering from hunger and malnutrition, but that you are blessed to have such wonderful food, then from what had been a simple and boring meal, you will enjoy tasty delicacies. Someone is indifferent or unconcerned about you, so you should pretend that they treat me the best. they care for and love me the most? After a while, they will become the one who does all three. If you feel yourself becoming aloft, then you should pretend to be transcendent, natural, and elegant. Over time, your worldliness will drift away. If something is bothering you, then you should let others see your vigorous, high-spirited, and confident side. Pretending this way will soon rid you of your troubles. If you have expired drugs or stale food, you should think this way: panacea will be born from my old stuff. If I consume them, then all my ailments will disappear and I will also see unexpected benefits, and you will become rejuvenated and be in an amorous mood. Whatever you truly believe will be fine and good for you. When you encounter stoppages that annoy you and make you hesitant, you should think, the greatest creator loves me the most, and the ancestor of Buddha, the greatest creator, through Tao, will definitely arrange the best plan for me. Then, do not worry about it any longer, for it will surely come to pass. Keep pretending that lies are true until they become as such. You can draw inferences about other cases from these 8 instances and pretend that all ugly truths are actually beautiful lies until beautiful truths are eventually born. Such fun games require few investments but offer great benefits and are worthy of your seriously performing and enjoying them. Pretending to be true is to create a state of mind with your heart. These are the lowest levels of games that celestial beings play. We need to play them more often.